All right, so we're going to be talking about all the ways you could get black crystals right now, right? We're going to be going over pretty much every way. If I forgot one, well, unlucky, but these are the main ways that I just like was thinking up of. So if I forgot any, just let me know down below. I'll pin them and I'll just like make a comment saying what I forgot. This is more so not even just going to be crystals, but because pulls are also given just so much, I'm going to include every way to get pulls also, because pulls technically do count enough as crystals. And like just in general, like a bunch of the ways that we're talking about give sometimes more pulls than crystals. So let's just hop right into it. First way, most obvious, buying packs. I mean, come on. Like if you really want to summon, just buy your packs, right? Buy your packs. Now, I'm trolling. Anyway, let's actually talk about the first way, which is story tickets. So story tickets give a bunch and they kind of progress you through story. So you do want to go until you've at least finished, well, chapter 4, because I mean, you kind of have to use all your story tickets because you're also going to get the extra pulls here, right? So that is pretty important. Now, the first 3 give less crystals. But they give less crystals when you complete, but you actually get a bunch of crystals, as we can see here. When you actually complete an episode, where on episode 4 and just every story ticket you use gives you no crystals, but you get extra here, so it's kind of to make it up. Now once you're done using your story tickets in story, once you're like completely caught up to story, right, you're going to use them in memory hall. And what you're going to do is you only start this usually after chapter 4. You're going to clear every single stage once, because there is one-time rewards and it's going to give you basically double, right? So you're going to do it all once up to chapter 4, and I have not unlocked chapter 4 yet, but you're going to do it all once, and then you're just going to choose usually chapter 3 so that you could get the world currency, which is supposed to be showing, but yeah, the world currency. So you're going to usually do chapter 3 for world currency, because there's the what's it called? Let me try to show you guys. There is this one, the shared gift box, which is probably the best one. If not, you're going to go for world 1 and then get it to level 3, because usually attackers are the ones that you're going to build up the most and the quickest. So that's it for story tickets. Next up is missions. So we got the 3 types of missions. We got daily missions, which give you at least a pull and 40 crystals. So in a month, that's like 4 multis. And then weeklies, which is going to give you about 12 pulls with some extra crystals every week. So about like 13 pulls, 14 pulls with some other rewards. And then monthlies, which gives 5 pulls with 3 pulls on there. So 8 pulls plus some extra crystals. It's pretty nice. Now monthlies only reset once you receive the reward, so it's never gonna like stop on you and you're never gonna miss out on it, right? Because of course this is pretty important, so you never do want to miss out on it, but you're not able to, right? Because it's gonna let you complete it. You just have to do you have to complete your dailies, and the other ones are pretty self-explanatory. Now next up, feats. Feats does give a pretty good amount. Sometimes you're gonna see crystal rewards here, but if not, if you just do your missions, you should be able to see some crystals. Not all the time, but I have gotten a pretty decent bit. And later on, you're gonna get also like maybe 200-300 every time you complete it, which it's not a lot, but you know, it's there, so you're able to do it. And if you just like, if you're really if you're down bad and this is like your crystal reward, if you just spam emojis in the chat, you're going to be able to complete like the missions, at least give you some extra ones. But I haven't done that yet because I'm not down bad, and right now it's on my SSR rank up one, so not really needed. Now next up, which I haven't touched at all, is the citizens requests. So it seems like right now there's, for chapter 1, I think that's 3 and then 4. So you're going to basically have to do these side quests, collect stuff, and then fight monsters. Sometimes you'll see some in the overworld. And if you see like a boss, let me go to chapter 1. If you see like some like a monster that you cannot fight, but like it says it's locked, it's because it's part of a side quest. So if you go to it, I think there's one here, and this one you have to complete a side quest to do, right? And yeah, it's going to give you usually 60 per side quest. So that's 60, 120, 180, 240, 300, 360, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So 300, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 300, 300, 360 it seems. I might be tripping, but that's about like a multi. So, you know, if you're like extra down bad, this is when I would do it, but I don't really need crystals right now, and having more is just tempting me, right? Now, next up, Hall of Illusions. Asta, you weren't supposed to do that. You were not supposed to do that. Okay. Now, Hall of Illusions. Let's go. So, Hall of Illusions. This gives a lot. You get a bunch of rewards just for clearing each stage. usually gives you from 30 to 40, right? That's how much you get. And then depending on how many or which stage you ended off at, you're going to get some extra season rewards, which right now there's no hard, but up to right now we could get up to 1100 for just completing the season, which to me is kind of cracked. I think that just like you log in when the season resets and you get 1100, say less, bro. And then of course you get more on like boss fights, so like right now 50-50, or I guess it stops. So from like 40 or 50 onwards, it's just 50 the whole way. And yeah, you're gonna be getting a lot. And then the final boss is Lich. He was honestly not that hard when I fought him. I don't remember him being that hard, but yeah. So you're going to get a bunch for, I think like it's around, if we're at 70, 3 times, probably like 2 to 3 multis, maybe close, maybe like 3,000 to 3,500 we're probably going to get from this, but that's like very quick math. I don't think I'm doing it right at all. Now, next up is just since we're here, chests. So sometimes you're going to see some chests in the overworld. I'm going to try to find one, but might not be possible, but there are some in the first village, in Asta's village. You're going to see some in the Kika village, right? Kika village is going to have some. Hajj village, that's it, Hajj village. And if we go to World 3, I don't think I've taken any of them, so we could go on a little hunt, I guess. So we're going to go to, I think squad headquarters is the place, I guess. Let's go check it out. So we're going to go in, and what was cool before, I'm pretty sure it doesn't happen anymore, but for a time you were able to play as Julius, which was a fun little thing. But you're going to see in the overworld, sometimes there's going to be chests, or just like right there, that's a chest. Some of them will be giving you like 100, 200 crystals. Some give nothing. Some give like shards, but this one gave both. So yeah, you're going to be able to get some. So that's one of them. There's some in chapter 2 also. I think there's another one more over here, if I remember correctly. I don't remember fully though, because it has been a while, right? It has been a pretty decent while. Those barrels usually do not give crystals, right? It's very much only the chests, and I think there was one here, but if not, unlucky. But what could I say? I feel like there is. All right, perfect. So there is one. So here is 2 for you to get. That's 200 crystals right there. That's like literally almost 2 singles for doing nothing except for exploring. And yeah, you just go around. I wish you could have a POV change, but you just go around and then it is all there. Now, next up, Arena, probably the biggest way to get crystals, especially first-time rewards. Rank 1, by the way. So you get weekly rewards. Not what I meant to press. You get weekly rewards and you get entry rewards. The entry rewards are honestly cracked, especially when you get to the higher leagues. If you even just clear them all once, that's like 1,000, 2,100, 3,300, 4,600, 6,000, 7,500, 80, 75, right? 75, 81, 9,100, I think 10,800, 11,600, 12,600, 14,600. So yeah, it's a lot. And then you have obviously the weeklies, which is great. That could be a lot. You probably won't obviously be getting this, but you could get usually like from like 800, 500 to like 800 is usually the amount you get weekly. But then there's also some season rewards that aren't out, but you're going to see it displayed here. It doesn't give the most, but it gives some. So, you know, it's all there. So there's entry rewards for just like getting into that rank once. There's weekly rewards, and then there's seasonal rewards, which is, well, guess what? Once a month. Now, well, I don't know. The season does seem longer, but we're going to have to see on that. But should usually once a month. Now, next up is bond levels. So when you get your bonds to max out, the next 5 levels afterwards, you are able to actually get some crystals. I think it's like 360 in total. But if we go to bond and we go to reward list, we're able to get 50, 110, 180, 260, 380 plus. So like 410 from 1 unit. Like 3 units maxed out, and that's a multi. Insane. It's like BBS, but if it was like a bit harder, right? So of course you could do this with every unit. I think every unit does give that much, but honestly I'm not too sure if SRs give the same amount, but yeah, they do. So you could get like over 3 singles per character just for getting them maxed out on the bond, which I find truly amazing. And one of the bonuses of Black Clover, especially over time, whenever you're down bad and you do need crystals, well, use your stamina, go into patrol stages, And there you go. Now, next up, a very simple one. Just log in. Because when you log in, here, right, events, you could get some crystals. Here, you could get some tickets. And then here, you could get even more crystals on days on the 3rd and 7th, 5th and 12th, and then 7th and 14th. Now, alongside that, in squads also, I can't show you, but when you log in, you are able to get some crystals too. So that is also very huge. Logging in, please do it. Now, after that, Mage's Path, going to give you a bunch of tickets. If we really look at it, beginner, 5 tickets just like that, but then crystals, tickets, right? Crystals, tickets, crystals, right? Intermediate, even more tickets, crystals, tickets, crystals, crystals, and then even more, right? And then for advanced, 10 tickets, so you get a multi upon completion. And as we can see, a bunch of stuff. Wonder what this is, but I guess we shall see. Wow, it's called Hall of Fame. Thought it was called Hall of Illusions. It is. So why is it calling it Hall of Fame? Anyway, all right, weird translation then. I swear it was Hall of Illusions, but happy to know that it is. So after Mage's Pass, Battle Pass, free to play or not, you could get some free to play. So it's 50. So let's say 170 if we're really counting. 290. Okay, 290, 390 crystals basically. 2 pulls and then 150 crystals. Not bad, right? And then if you have the battle pass, obviously a lot more, right? A lot more. Now, next up, events could always give you some. First off, playtime, you're always going to get 50 a day. Then if you see sometimes events here might give you some satisfaction surveys, so I guess we're going to get some of these. Even on KRNJP, we got some, right? If you link your account, you get 500, which is great. And then 7-day missions, obviously going to give you 2,300, it seems, total, with some tickets. If we really check it, like every day, you get 1 ticket there, 1 ticket there, 1 ticket there, 1 ticket there. And then 300 here. So 5 tickets, 2,000, 2,300 crystals, bunch of tickets. Honestly, really great rewards. So like just check events and see what there is. Usually you're going to be able to get a bunch of stuff there. Now, next up, just clearing stages for the first time. If you really check it out here, no matter which one it is, I get 20 per, right, which is pretty nice. And then same thing for the other limited ones. And then if you go to the actual normal challenges, when you clear it for the first time, you do get 10. So like, you know, overall that's what, like 150 per, 150, 150, 150. So 450 per area, then just like 150 here. So like it's gonna be what, 1,200, 1350, and then so like 1,500 in total from all of these if you really max it out, which I think is a pretty decent amount. Now, next up, Adventurer's Journal. Each area does give you 300 for level 1, except for that you could also get some at level 5, but level 5 is just, it's wild. But level 1, 300, usually not that hard to reach, and 300 is a very nice amount, especially when there's 4 regions right now, and there's going to be a 5th one. And then if you really max it out, an extra 500 is also really good. It's just a nice way for like people who play over a long time to get extra crystals, but as of right now, that last level is not that crazy. Now, if you are a whale, there is a way to get 2 multis a week for free, is by trading in SR dupes, but 20 SR dupes is kind of wild. Over time, we might get more, but we'll have to see. I think it's pretty nice. I really do. Getting one here and then the other one here. So it takes 44 per week. But if you're a whale, you know, it might be worth it getting an extra 2 multis for some like dupes or something like that. But obviously you want to focus on stamina first. Now, after that, though, there's also Exchange Center. If you do your pity on either the standard banner or seasonal banners, depending on how much leftover pity you have, 1 pull is 1 coin on the pity. So usually you want to have at least 50 to always get those 5 tickets. So I have 80, so I'm going to get 80 coins, plus everything I do here is going to count. So this is probably going to give whenever they always give when the banner ends, and this I'm guessing is probably going to end in 60 days, but we'll have to see there, right? So that is definitely something you want to do. Now, except for that, let me see if I have anything else. Not really. So I'll give you one last tip. Save your friendship summons. You want to save them because you have to do pulls every week, and for free-to-plays especially, who need to do, who need to summon 20 times, doing the free-to-play summons is huge. And when I do stop summoning some weeks, I think that having 1,100 is going to come in really handy. So I'd say saving these, unless you're down bad for skill pages, is the smart way to go. Now, except for that, I have nothing else. I'm completely out. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Let's see if we could go claim this bag. And then after that, I say peace. It does not seem like we can. So let's just watch this guy paint. Wait, let's... Oh, do we got it? All right. So we're watching him paint. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.